Zimbabwean farmers do possess a skill set which speaks of entrepreneurial skills when we look at agricultural ventures. They do partner with the Zimbabwean government to ensure that they are participating in issues surrounding food security, income generation, and sustenance of livelihoods. This and more on today's episode of Agribusiness in support of Vision 2030. Thank you, Zimbabwe, for tuning into yet another informative edition of your program. This is Agricultural New Directions, Agribusiness in support of Vision 2030. We are coming to you from Ward 31, Rimba North constituency in Mashonaland West Province, where we are going to be looking at Zimbabwe's success story, looking at winter wheat establishment. We are gravitating towards the introduction of the summer cropping season, but still we have those crops that were established during the winter season that are headed into senescence. And today we are going to be looking at the investment with a youthful farmer, TICH MAPFOCH, who's utilizing various farms through joint ventures being facilitated by our line ministry, the Ministry of Lands, Agriculture, Fisheries, Water and Rural Development right here in Zimbabwe. He's going to be taking us through the processes that he went through to ensure that he brings people together. He works with different farm owners to establish wheat and other cropping ventures. TICH, thank you so much for affording us an opportunity to come and visit your enterprise. I know you are a busy person, but today you have taken your time to afford us this opportunity of interacting with you. Welcome to Agribusiness.
Thank you, Wadza.
Yes. Now, TICH, as we get into this episode, maybe a brief introduction, a background. People might want to look at it and say he's lucky. He just got to where he is. But I understand that you had to put in some work. You have some collaborations. You have some partnerships with the government of Zimbabwe. A background of how you got to where you are here today.
Yeah, thank you, Wadza. My journey in farming started in 2014. Of course, like you rightly said, people, when they see me today, they would just think maybe I just inherited these things and all that. So I started with 3 hectares, a farming venture of 3 hectares in Beatrice. I was doing potatoes. I even had to hire, an ox-drawn plow, and even the cows, what do you call the oxen?
The oxen.
The oxen, yeah. So,
to work in the field.
To work in the field.
You hired everything.
So I hired everything, and I didn't have any tractors to do all this. So even, to do the potato ridges, we would do with the same ox-drawn plow. So over the years, I grew slowly. So for 2 years, I was hiring the same ox-drawn plow and all that, and it was not as easy, Our first crop, the whole harvest was rejected. It was potatoes for seed. It was rejected, but I went ahead and planted it for table potato, and I had a good harvest. So then I went back to the field in the 3rd season. That's when I got some good yields. I bought my first tractor then. That was now in early 2015. Yeah, then fast forward 2017, I came to Marsh West. I had my 6-hectare plot. We passed through the farm as we were driving there. So I put my first 20-hectare pivot. Then in that year, I was doing 20 hectares, but now I'm doing 1,000 hectares. So over the years, since 2017, 2018, there's been a lot of government support. So I really attribute my success to the government, through the programs that they rolled out, mechanization, irrigation infrastructure development, and capacitating, especially the indigenous banks.
You are cultivating, you are making use of well over 1,000 hectares. I understand that these hectares are under different ownerships, which speaks to great coordination and understanding from your side, from the government, and those farm owners who own that land. Let us speak of how you come into contact with them, how the government facilitated or assisted you, the different officials who played a part in ensuring that you guys are brought together, you as an investor, as well as the farm owners, and now the land is being utilized under your name.
Thank you very much for that. So looking at even when I started in 2014, I was not doing production on my own farm. I was leasing farms since then. So we do joint venture partnerships where we do some profit sharing arrangement, and all these joint ventures are approved by the ministry, are signed off by the Ministry of Agriculture. Some of the farmers are skeptic that maybe someone is coming to rent or to do a joint venture with you. They are coming to take your farm.
Yeah, eventually they are going to take it and possess it.
Yes. So this is well explained in all through the Ministry of Agriculture. There are various departments and all that. But people are now getting to appreciate. We are doing joint ventures on 11 farms. The 11 farms are nearly 1,200 hectares, and we've got some are A1 farmers, some are A2 farmers. So on this particular farm at Musengi, we have 72 farmers that we partnered with. They've got, each one of them has got a 6 hectare plot, but we put all this together and signed off one agreement. All we are doing is trying to align our production to the vision of our President Idi Mnangagwa, and the current government is on a drive to ensure food security, and we've just we are aligning our production towards that.
Now, Teach, I want you to talk to our audience there at home in line with your level of investment. I want you also to make sure that you speak to even the number of pivots you have, even the financial muscle that you required as a young person, to ensure that you are really putting in the time, the resources to making sure you are having successful cropping ventures, be it in winter, be it in summer, and also that resilience that you possess in approaching those offices, having endless, countless meetings where you try to convince them that yes, I'm capable, I'm a capable steward, I can undertake these things that speak to food security at a national level.
There are a lot of opportunities that have been presented by government through these infrastructure development programs, irrigation infrastructure development, mechanization, tractors. You know, we've got the Belarus facility. These are all efforts being done by government, so that we can improve our production, such that we can achieve the food self-sufficiency at national level. So this is free to anyone who, and I actually want to encourage every Zimbabwean to just come on board, find a piece of land where you don't really need to own the land for you to farm. And you know, farming is a business. That's why when you get into these joint ventures, you talk of a percentage of profit or profit sharing arrangement with the owner of the land. But the main goal is just to achieve the food self-sufficiency, you know, at national level, so that we do not have to depend on imports.
There you had it, viewers. We've come to the end of the first segment. We're going to go on a short commercial break. But right back with this and more in the second segment. Stay tuned. Thank you, farmers and aspiring farmers, for staying tuned to Agricultural New Directions, Agribusiness, in support of Vision 2030. Today, I am joined by TICH MAPFOCH, a youthful farmer who's partnering with the government and various organizations in terms of financiers and often agronomic or seed services, who are ensuring that TICH is successful. Now, viewers, encourage you to be a part of these conversations. Feel free to get in touch with me, the producer, Wadzanai Manyore, 0772-807-506. Alternatively, you can like our Facebook page, Agribusiness with Wadzanai. Make a follow-up on this episode and more, and leave your comments and suggestions. They're most welcome to us. Our YouTube channel is Agribusiness with Wadzanai. On X, formerly known as Twitter, we have a growing community. It's at Agribusiness 110. On LinkedIn, we have a thriving community where most of these discussions do take place. Our profile there is at Wadzanai Manyore. Now, earlier on for the break, Tich was talking to us in line with how he partnered with the government, how he would relentlessly approach government officials to ensure that he is bringing in the various owners of farms and have a consensus where production remains pivotal and crucial. Tich, we are here in the second segment. Welcome back.
Thank you, Wadza.
The level of investment in line with pivots, what has it been like for you?
Okay, Wadza. doing 1,000 hectares now with irrigation on 650 hectares. So our maize, our wheat, we do under the pivots 650 hectares, which is about which is 19 pivots that cover this hectare. So our dryland, the difference up to the 1,000 hectares is we do sorghum. Ooh. Sorghum, we've started to do sorghum on dryland as opposed to maize to mitigate the effects of climate change, since sorghum is a drought-tolerant crop. And it's also profitable, I would say, like maize, because the cost of production for sorghum is low, but your chances of success are very high when you do sorghum on dryland. So
now, looking at the collaborations, TICH, that you have with either the financiers, the government, I understand that there are those who loan you money to work, to produce, and at the end of the season, you go back to them and repaying your loan, servicing your loan. At times, loans are not just a one-season thing. It's an overtime thing whereby you are given a loan, maybe you need to service it over a period of 36 months, over a period of 5 months, or 5 years. What has it been like for you? And as you speak about it, I want you to encourage the youth that are watching. Understand that at times organizations are a bit skeptical when it comes to young people. They'll be just like, nothing is tying him on the ground, so why should we give him so much? You might end up maybe, diverting the funds. Talk to the Zimbabwean farmer with regards to your collaborations, what the journey entails in line with what you're doing here.
Okay, to start with, I'm working with CBZ Bank. Thanks to CBZ Bank, thanks to AFC, CBZ gives us capex, our center pivots, our tractors and all, and AFC is the one that assists us with our working capital. Thanks also to government for the support that we are getting through ADA for our fertilizers, all our inputs. It would not have been this easy had it not been for these government programs, especially ADA now. You're getting inputs for 1,000 hectares. That's nearly 1.5 million in capital needed, and that, if you get it from the bank, you would want security, you would want a movable property, they want title deeds and all that, which many young black farmers don't have. So thanks to the government for, I would also say thanks to the government that's also capacitating these indigenous banks, who have really come on board, after land reforms, to just see it through as a very successful, successful project that the government has done. All this, it would not have been possible to have someone young and black as me. And I think this should also be a motivation to other farmers out there, other black people out there, that this is possible. This has been a preserve for the white minority to do farming, and we really need to demystify the myth that only the whites can do farming.
Capable.
Yeah, or you find that on all the farms that I'm doing
your projects,
our production, our projects. Like this one, there's never been a center pivot here. We've done we've put 340 hectares under center pivots. So this speaks well to the policies that the government is putting in place to support agriculture, such that we are self-sufficient. We need to own the means of production. That is the only way we can be completely liberated.
TICH, I'd like to thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you with us today.
Thank you, Wata.
Pari zvino ndaana maigwasira varuwa ivo vamwe vavarimi vane maplots avo ari kurentwa naTICH, ari kushanda pamwe chete nevarimi, vamwe vacho vakutoshanda zvakare pano. Saka maigwasira ndoda kuchingamidzai pachirongwa, asi tichipinda ndoda tibva tataura ukama hwaminawo naTICH, kuti makazivana sei, chii chiri kumboitika, ukama hwaminawo sevaridzi veminda naTICH.
Hewa, tinokutendai zvikuru. Isusu na vamafocha takabatana kuti tiribe navo pamwe chete, nokuda kwokuti mvura yedu haisisiri kutitendera kuti tirime zvinotigutsa. Saka pari zvino nemapivhoti avakazoisa, aiwa tava kuguta chaizvo chaizvo. Pano pafamu pedu totova ne8 mapivhoti ari kutofanira kuti akwana vasati vatopedza purazi rino. Tiri kutokurudzira dai vapedza tinyatsoguta zvokuti marimiro ari kuita vamafocha nharaunda yedu ino kana ikanzi nzara yauya isu hatichaiona.
Saka imimi varimi vane minda yavo iri kushandiswa yese navamafocha zvakamira sei?
Varimi vane minda iri kushandiswa navamafocha tiripo 72. Uyezve isusu varimi vacho takabva tapinda futi basa pano. Tiri kutoshanda pano tichiongorora nembavha dzinoba hadzibe kana varidzi tiripo. Tinonyatsotarisa kuona kuti zvinhu zvedu zvakamira sei.
Ndinoda kutendai zvikuru amaigwasira nekuya pachirongwa ndoziva kuti manga muri kutoshanda but mambotiza pandima yenyu kuti muye mutaure ruzhinji rweZimbabwe nemashandiro amuri kuita pamajoint ventures aya. Tinotenda zvikuru.
Aiwa, tinokutendai.
Pari zvino ndaane mumwe weavo vane varidzi veminda iri kushandiswa naTICH pano vaDavid Marizani. Chairman ndokuchingamidzai pachirongwa. Tichida kutaura nenyaya yemubatanidzwa uyu. Nharaunda yasimukira zvakadii?
Right, ndinotenda wadza. Isusu sevaridzi veminda ndiri chairman David Marizani weproject iri pano irrigation yejoint venture yatakaita naTichaona MAPFOCH. Tanyanyobatsirikana nenyaya yekuti tanga tichirima nemvura yekudenga. Sezvamunoziva kuti weather yedu yachinja uye kuno kusitine madhamu akawanda. But tanga tisina pokushandisa zvikwanisiro zvokuti tishandise. Saka takazotsvaga JV wedu Tichaona MAPFOCH. Paakauya takaona tichibatsirika matasakwanise kurima. Takarima pose, tikabudirira, takarima sama, tikakohwa 1500 tons yechibage. Zvino tine wheat yakawandisa zvikuru. Vanhu vanga vachitadza kubhadharira vana maschool fees vakupa takaonawo basa. Zvakare Tichaona MAPFOCH akati chero bhoho ende ada kuti tivewo magetsi. Saka toona JV inonyanyotibatsira kuti tasumukira senharaunda. Yasumudzirawo ward 31 ende yasumudzirawo vanhu vatinogara navo, means of transport, kunyangwe zvokudya zvakazara chose. Saka tokurudzira nyangwe vasati vaita majoint venture kuti zvinonyanyobatsira because government yakawandirwa haikwanise kuti ikwanisa tese, asi tikaita maJV tinokwanisa kubatsirika tese, tobudirira, toona chikafu, towana mari, nyika yebudirira zvichienda zvakadaro.
Ndinoda kutendai zvikuru chairman nekuya pachirongwa. Tatokubai pabasa renyu. Ndoziva kuti muri vamwe avo vari kushanda pano asi matora mukana unokuuya paagribusiness. On that note, we're going to go on a short commercial break. We'll be right back with this and more in the third and final segment. Stay tuned. From me, your host was Zanai Manyora. I'm also on Instagram. It's at Wadzi110. And the crew behind the scenes. Have yourselves a fabulous evening. Thank you for watching.